Now, we have a huge problem today because some of the leading atheists are infected, I'd put it that way, with the worldview that's called scientism. Scientism asserts that the natural sciences are the only way to knowledge and truth. Now, that is clearly false. It's logically false because the statement, science is the only way to truth, is not a statement of science. It's a statement about science. It doesn't come from science. And therefore, if it's true, it's false. But looking at it in more depth, one of the very famous Oxford Nobel Prize winners was Sir Peter Medawar. And he once wrote that it's very easy to see that the natural sciences are limited because they cannot even answer the simple questions of a child. Where do I come from? Where am I going? And what is the meaning of my life? And this is hugely important. Science is powerful precisely because it's limited. And one of the places where it is limited, where it cannot go, is the most important question for human beings of all questions, and that is meaning. Where do I get meaning from? And our late chief rabbi, Lord Jonathan Sacks, who was a brilliant philosopher, put it this way. He said, science takes things apart to see how they work. Religion puts them together to see what they mean. Science doesn't have that capacity to deal with meaning. Einstein, who was one of the brightest scientists ever, he once said, you can talk about the ethical foundations of science, but you cannot talk about the scientific foundations of ethics. In other words, to put it more simply, science can tell us that if you give arsenic to your grandmother, it will kill her. But science cannot tell you whether you ought to do that in order to get your hands on her money. So science is limited. And it's very important to recognize that, because one of the problems with the naturalistic worldview is this dominant scientism, that science is the only way to truth. And I'm surprised at how many brilliant people adopt it, since it's very easy to disprove it.